What up? I'm April. Welcome to your October 15th to October 23rd. I know I'm going to do a lot of days. Energy update and Akashic Records rant. I love helping you guys cultivate your intuition because ultimately, when we use intuition to solve everyday problems, life is magical. When you do one action suited in intuitive hits and messaging and use your analytical mind to take action on it, life is so much different than if you were to just go based off of what you think you should do and what the world thinks you should do. When we do that, we are taking other people's ideas and trying to implement them into our own existence. And for some of us, that feels really awkward. It doesn't match. We can be met with a ton of resistance. We might feel like we're not being authentically ourselves. So when you learn how to cultivate your intuition, tap into the Akashic Records, the field, tap into God, and you ask, hey, what do I need to do today in order to be successful, in order to have self-love, in order to have a successful relationship, all of these things, you'll notice that the answer that you get, if you take action on it, the doors open up. It's like heaven opens up to you in this physical world. All right, and that's what I like to teach. So if you want to join us in the Intuitive Development Membership, it's in the description below. It is quite a lovely group of people and lots of like-minded individuals. We're coming from professionals to intuitives to people who just want to bring this energy into their everyday life. All right, let's go ahead and get started. October 15th, Tuesday. Give me a second. So the first thing I'm seeing is a red balloon. I'm seeing a kid with a red balloon. October 15th, Tuesday. I got treading water, muddy waters. But I also see this kid trying to chase a balloon. And it's in the sky. It's up in the air, and they're trying to catch this balloon. What does this represent? Mixed bag. There's a lot of mixed bag energy. I'm going to actually pull some tarot because this is like really hard to decipher. A lot of you are feeling into kind of like just taking it easy because there's so much transformation going on internally, externally. Lots of transformation going on in your relationships, your thought processes about what you need to show up for, what you don't need to show up for, who am I? On top of that, it's like, it just feels like a soup. Tuesday feels like a soup. There's so much magnificent energy coming in. And even though Tuesday feels really blurry, whenever there's a blurry day like this, it's like it might be hard for some people to tap into their intuition that day. It might feel like you're just kind of in some sort of subconscious soup. What are we not aware of on Tuesday? Tuesday is a very difficult day to read. It's very muddy. It's even though all of that energy is feeling a little... it's almost like you can't see past because there's so much fog. Like you can't see really past your hand being like right here. And so the focus is on self-love. Like what can you do to be playful with yourself, enjoy you, take yourself out on a date. I'm getting it's okay. It's a good day to have a lot of alone time, to reflect. Because you're sitting in yourself that day, or the energy is calling for you to sit into yourself, instead of going up really high in the ethers, you might notice that you're getting a lot of messages from the heart and being in the body. And oh, that's cool. I'm getting that you might notice that there's these strengths that you have that are coming through. And it's saying to trust that you have these strengths. I'm feeling a little bit of an unsettled energy on Tuesday where communication might be too fast. There might be a little anxiety. There's a lot happening, a lot going on. We're being asked to take a trust fall that day. But we're also being asked to look at our strengths, really balance out the energies. Whew. I mean, I don't even know what's going on Tuesday. Please stand strong on Tuesday. Stand strong. Be in your resilience. Be in your loving neutrality. Don't take it personally if you feel a little disconnected that day. The best thing you can do is laugh, giggle, practice self-love, nourish yourself. There is so much, it just feels like disorganized energy, and so much energy is moving around that we're getting kind of pushed into our body, and they just want to focus. One is to focus on here and now and nothing else. Okay. October 16th, Wednesday. I'm babysitting my friend's dog, so if you guys hear some barking in the background, that's Marlo. October 16th, Wednesday. What's going on October 16th, Wednesday? I'm getting so much. It's like new beginnings. You guys might want to feel like you want to be a little horizontal on Tuesday. Wednesday feels a little bit lighter, feels a little bit more clear, some clarity. There is intuitive messages that are coming through. By you sitting in the heart on Tuesday, you might notice that the messages you received that you feel inspired by the next day. And the next day it feels like there's this kind of fast action that's coming in, or that you want to have fast action. There's also a big emphasis on looking at relationships, establishing a direction with relationships, having a clear idea of what you want to move into. Thank God, because honestly, Tuesday felt like there's plenty of people that are going to be fine on Tuesday and they're going to feel just great. But there's this undertone of just messy soup, fog. Wednesday feels clearer. And let's see, what are we not aware of on Tuesday? It's leaving behind a lot of crap. Leaving behind anything that hasn't been serving you. It might still feel like you're licking your wounds a little bit, but everything is forward direction, forward movement. This is an inner calling is coming through on Wednesday, feeling like there's this inspiration, I'm going towards my purpose now. I have this new direction. And the best thing that you can do is stay inspired, stay in this energy. Don't watch TV. Don't play video games. Don't scroll on social media. Wednesday's calling for super focus. Really be intentional with what you're thinking, what you're creating when it comes to relationships, identity, purpose, work, your life. It's coming in hot. The vision is getting clearer and clearer. Any advice on Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, let yourself experience the death so you can ignite this ambition and passion that's coming through. There is also, remember that slow and steady wins the race, even though the energy feels intense. It's good to just take your time, develop your thoughts, develop a plan, a loose plan. And I'm having this throat thing on Tuesday and Wednesday. I feel like my throat's tight. So you guys might notice communication might be a little wonky Tuesday and Wednesday, who are feeling like you're scared to speak your new truth. You might not be afraid to speak your old truth, but your new truth that is coming in, it's raw, it's different, and you're being asked to show up with courage and to just be direct and state it. Why else is my throat tight right now? You gotta trust the process. I'm also getting that for some of you, you talk in your head, and because these 2 days like create a lot of rumination and mental chatter, focus on talking from your stomach. Root your conversation down to your stomach and your sacral chakra, 2 inches below the belly button, and notice how it actually calms you when you're talking. Okay. A lot of just random messages too, and that's what feels like, there's just going to be like random ahas coming in that they might correlate with each other, they might have nothing to do with each other, but know that the messages that are coming through on the 16th are little tidbits for you. All right, let's go ahead and go into October 17th, Thursday. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. I'll wave it around like I just don't care. I feel like there's so much pressure on Tuesday and Wednesday that Thursday's like rolling with the homies. Like there just seems to be this like vibe. I'm in it right now, and I'm gonna explore it. Like however I'm moving right now is how Thursday feels. Like there's a little bit of I got my edge. I know who I am. I'm rolling with this energy. I'm feeling pretty cool right now. What is happening with the energy on Thursday? I feel so much better tapping into Thursday. October 17th. Feels like you guys are setting boundaries, setting new intentions, feeling really confident in yourself enough to make these loving boundaries for yourself, defending your truth, just chilling. A lot of big changes in the air, a lot of love is in the air that day. Like, the biggest message I'm getting is just stay cool, stay calm, enjoy the ride, enjoy your connections. And know that your past is over. Like, the people that are showing up in your life now are not the same types of people that showed up in the past. You are calibrating into a new frequency. So a lot of friends, a lot of people are changing. The friends that you already have are changing. You're changing. You might have to let go of some people because of how much you are developing. This is a big day. It feels like it's like a foundational day. Like energy has sunken in. Not 100%. Like it hasn't landed, but enough so to where the tonality of my voice sounds a lot calmer and soothing, which means that the energy is more grounded that day. Advice of that day. Man. Breakthroughs, clarity, mental clarity, feeling like you can call in anything and everything that you need to. There is an air of confidence that day, big time. So it's good to, October 17th is a great day to set manifestation goals, to set new intentions with God, journal about this, and get clear. It's about getting clear that day. All right, October 18th, Friday. The first thing that I saw was a boy and a girl. The boy is handing the girl a flower. The girl is a little bashful and shy, but also really wants the flower. This is cute. What does this represent? Love. Oh. I mean, society has been going through something very tough the last couple of years when it comes to romantic relationships, identity through romantic relationships. Friday feels like, hey, let's just get back to the basics. Let's just see how it unfolds in the simple ways it used to. So it feels like a lot of people are on the 18th looking at traditions, old traditions that we used to do as human beings, and being like, let's get back to simplicity. When it comes to relationships, I'm even getting living environments. Like, let's get it more simple. Let's declutter. I'm even getting like eating simple food. What is the energy for like Friday the 18th? I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to say it. Even though there's this like calm demeanor that showed up a little bit on Thursday, there is so much fast-paced energy happening this week. Like fast thinking, fast action, fast changes. This might creep up and make some people a little bit uncomfortable. This also can spring up deep-rooted fears. Make sure to not attach those fears to placing the blame on other people for those fears. There's a reason why they're popping up. They've popped up before. Just look at them. Some of it's really old. Some of it's just fear of change. Some of you are really ambitious though, and you're like, I'm moving with this energy. I know that if I move with it, I am taken care of. I am a magnet for my abundance. I'm a magnet for my connection to the universe and my purpose and my relationships. Everything's coming to me. So what I'm getting is so important to solidify who you are and feel it in your body, in your frequency, and know that it's coming in, and do not be afraid about the big changes, because we're being asked when these changes show up to make immediate action. It's a very big action, fast pace, big changes. It might even, it might not be something that's happening in your physical reality. There might be fast internal thought processes occurring. But it's big. It's big, big, big. October 19th. We're going to go October 19th, Saturday. Seeing a pencil and a pen and a piece of paper. Old school. What the hell? You're like, make a list. Make a practical list. Let's get old school. Let's do what we used to do. Get a piece of paper. Get a pen. Write stuff down. There's so much happening in this world that you will not be able to understand. They're also talking to me as well. Know that it's not our jobs to try to understand everything that is happening in this reality, in this moment, in the energy. Our only job is to make sure that we are sitting in self-love, that we are staying in our connection, and that we are co-creating with the universe. Listen to God. Ask God, what do you need me to do? Allow yourself to write down some things. Notice that your heart begins to open. And when your heart opens, what you want can change. So once your heart opens, write a list. Create a list. This is October 19th, Saturday. I already feel better just by even channeling that. What's going on? Yeah, thank God. Oh, my Lanta. Finally. Okay. October 19th, positive energy. That's Saturday. Positive energy. There's kind of like this feeling, this quality that's coming over you, where it's like, wow, everything is possible and I'm in the unknown and I don't care. I don't care. There is lots of confidence coming in, independence coming in, knowing who you are, knowing what the objective is. Once again, feels like a lot of these days are really similar to each other. I saw a cat. What does the cat represent? It's kind of like cats like to witness and watch. They're really engaged with their atmosphere. They're paying attention to multiple things at once, but they're not attacking everything. Like they're not prancing on like 5 different things at once. And so what you're getting is watch everything on the 19th, watch multiple things, have a kind of like a cat perspective, slowly take action on things. But Saturday is about relaxing, renewal, solitude, getting some peace, even though some of you might want to be social that day. There is this kind of like full circle, like I haven't felt this good before, or I haven't felt this good before, or I haven't felt like this in a really long time. Yeah, I'm getting like, there's a desire to be social on Saturday, but we're being asked to take care of ourselves, to retreat, to keep reflecting. It feels like some of you are still going to go out, just know, and like be social, but know that some of your socializations might have big, what is that? What is that actually? What is that? Disruptions? Lack of, it feels like some people, if you're talking on that day, that you'll be talking about the same topic, but you'll have two different perspectives, or you're saying something but someone can't hear you. Yeah, feels a little competitive, feels a little confrontational, but overall that day feels really good. It is a good day to just chill. What are the advice? Yeah, I keep getting relaxed. Keep getting relaxed. All right, so guys, I want you to tune into October 20th, Sunday, okay? And I want you, that I love doing this because I don't want people to fully rely on me for the energy updates. I want you to see that you have the power to do this too. So, when you are doing this, go ahead and check in on energetically putting a grounding cord into the earth, knowing that you're protected, that you are taken care of by your guides, God, universe. And then feel the top of your head, your crown chakra. And just notice there's a light pressure there. And then just feel this kind of like cylinder-like energy begin to leave the top of your head and connect to the energy of October 20th, Sunday. And by the way, I teach this in my membership. This is the stuff I do in the membership. October 20th, Sunday. And based off of right when you connect to it, what are you feeling? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? Oh, this is a good day. Go ahead and ask, what does the energy feel like today, Sunday, the 20th? What are we not aware of about this energy? And what's some advice? When you get your messages, go ahead and send them in the comments below, and I will definitely comment back and let you know what I got for Sunday. Sunday's a good day. I'll just give you that. Sunday is a really good day. And I'll give you one more hint. I saw trumpets. So that's, it feels profound. All right, let's go ahead and go into October 21st, Monday. Oh, that was funny. I saw Velcro, like those old Velcro shoes. And I was like, what does this represent? And they said, everything sticks. Everything is sticking on Monday. What is sticking on Monday? Thoughts, beliefs, decisions. They're finally finding their place. The action that you take on Monday is everything. Wish fulfillment, spiritual wisdom coming through. Knowing what to do. A lot of forward progress on Monday. Everything is sticking. Everything is landing. It makes sense. Everything's starting to make sense on October 21st, Monday. What are we not aware of that day? It's funny, I saw trumpets for Sunday, but on Monday I pulled the judgment card. There's a trumpet. And it's knowing that life is magical. Like everything that you have been feeling into this whole year, everything that you've been feeling into this entire year is coming to a head. It's finally landing after a year of just what's happening? What is all this change? It feels like the landing is beginning. There's forward progress. There is, God, this whole week feels so similar. Like each day feels so almost similar, except for like the angst energy has calmed down. Just knowing who you are, feeling relaxed, feeling like we can manifest anything. There is an empowerment, a spiritual empowerment energy that's happening this week. And we're like, it's about time. My God, how much crap did we have to keep releasing and then felt like we were going to move forward and then we had to release some more? Which, this feels solid. This feels like our next chapter is really starting. Okay, October 22nd, Tuesday. Miracle Whip? Okay, what? What does Miracle Whip represent? Give me a second. Yeah. It's important to not get too excited. Because everything's landing and everything's moving forward, there might seem like there's a ton of opportunities, but it's important to not get too excited and to weigh out which options are best for you and stay neutral. It's easy to get too excited when so much good stuff is happening. Also, there's an energy of there might be some talks that day, some real talks. Not all of them are going to feel or look pretty. Some of them are really going to help push relationships through. But it feels like there's going to be real talks. And going in, for some of you, it might feel like it's a very celebratory connection with someone. But then the information and the conversation goes south. For some of you, not everyone. This is a general reading. But for others, it's creating more passion in the connection, more confidence in the connection. And ultimately, this day is a communication day about true feelings. As I'm burping, moving energy. There's a sense of some people feeling like maybe not like a strong sense of self or lack of self-worth. And the conversations that you're going to have that day are either going to enhance that, or it's going to open you up to confidence and connection. What are we not aware of? People are really are having a hard time being something they're not, on a whole other level. For instance, if you're a person that's like, oh yeah, that's not something I like, but I'm not going to tell them until it happens again. People are feeling the desire to say it instantly. I don't like that. It's immediate. And the reason why is because the belief systems, your sense of self, everything is changing. And so it's easier to be direct and honest right off the bat because it makes you feel like there's some ground to stand on during so much change. And people are going to be speaking from the heart, teaching each other things that day. It might feel a little messy for some of you. I was just speaking to the collective higher self, wow, this is a little messy. But no need to fret. It's all working together. This is a very, like, this month is pretty crazy. So it's definitely a feeling I've never felt before. Last week, I felt like this new cerebral feeling, and it continues into this week. But there's also like action, destruction, renewal, forward movement. And we're getting a little tested. That's all. What are we not aware of on October 22nd? Gosh. It's intense. It's going to be an intense day. It feels like, and like I asked, like, should we be alone that day? And it's like, no, these conversations need to happen. There's something with like finalizing feelings, advice. You got to make a choice. There's choices, clouded judgment, many options, wishful thinking. There's a lot of just, once again, we're turning into a soup a little bit. No, there is that forward movement throughout the week. And then October 22nd, Tuesday, kind of has this like, there's blurred lines again. But it's important to follow your heart. Don't follow the mind. Be direct. Don't get too excited about opportunities. Really weigh out your pros and cons that day. And trust yourself. You got to trust yourself. It's important to not people please. To tell someone how you really feel in the moment. And some of these conversations are going to be hard, but it's going to be okay. All right. October 23rd, Wednesday. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it moving forward. It's almost like we got our butt kicked on Tuesday, and it's like, I'm the eye of the tiger, and you're gonna hear me roar. Like, it didn't even faze you. You're getting up, licking the wounds, moving forward, starting to be more creative. For some of you, these conversations were really important, and it brought more romance into your life, more connection. Some of you are feeling like you're taking on a leadership position because of these conversations. Stepping into business, stepping into a new way of doing business, sitting in integrity in the heart, with imagination, with fun, with joy, knowing that what you're cultivating is going to bring in exactly what you want or even better. And I see the collective higher self picking things up like supplies, going to different stores, talking to different people, getting things done. So this feels like a very active day. They need to pay attention to what's real. So, okay, this week is all about letting go of what isn't real in your life. What have you, and you could be a real direct person and really have your shit together and be authentic, and there can still be something in your life that doesn't feel like it's you. It doesn't feel real. For instance, if you have cable TV and you're like, I'm a meditator, and why do you have cable TV? Like, you got to get rid of that. Like, it's time to get rid of the fluffy shit that does not match who you are. And I feel like I just called myself out. I don't have cable TV, but not Netflix, you know? Not Netflix. There is so much coming in, and the more that we clean up the messes, these little messes, we will see this more focused, honed in progress. Some of you are going through heartache and pain, but also at the same time, it's helping you clear out the gunk that made you feel like you could not be yourself. Fudge. You know, this is one of those, this week, these 9 days, I think it was 9 days, It feels like we're getting things pushed out of our lives, whether we want it or not. We're being pushed into things that are new, whether we want it or not. We do still have to take action because we have free will for that. But there are things that are presenting themselves, huge opportunities for some people. And there are also like these death card moments, just like decay, destruction, goodbye, get rid of that bullshit, it's gone. Like, and some of us are going to have a hard time letting go of the things that are leaving our lives. Oh, any advice for the 23rd, Tuesday? It's finding balance in your connections. It's all about finding balance in your connections, really staying in who you are, not changing your mind, not questioning your decisions, and being like, this is who I am, this is what I'm meant to be. And this is bringing in new people, or you're even having connections with people you already know, and they feel more aligned. Like, things feel more aligned with people. There's more balance. There's more harmony and creativity and connections with others. It's important to stay solid within yourself. Stay solid within your decisions. Take action with confidence. You are the person that is on top of the mountain. And when you are on top of the mountain, you can see it all. And you can make the decisions from up there, and it affects everyone that is below. And I'm not saying that in the sense of like these people are beneath you at all. Nothing like that. But when you're on top of the mountain, you're really focused on yourself. It's like, it's so important to like look at yourself and be like, okay, am I good? Okay, let's look at the big picture now. Okay, let's help people, or let's connect with people. Okay, now I need to go back up to the mountain. I need to pause. I need to relax. I need to soothe. It's about October 23rd is about self-care, self-love, look at the big picture, help others, connect with others. Be okay that some things in the past are gone. I'm channeling, and I feel like this was like a little bit all over the place, but I hope that made sense. All right. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a magical October 15th to the 23rd, and I will see you guys in in like a week. Bye.